The Pepsi Cup about to be bowled. It's going to be Amir Sohail to face, and the cheers of the crowd become a roar as Srinath comes in. And Sohail's beaten by that ball which moved away. So action right from the start, and this game coming alive.
A beautiful delivery to get first off. Amir Sohail. See there, it pitched around middle and leg stump. A bit of movement off the seam. Opening up Sohail, in fact beating him all ends up. Beautiful delivery.
And that's glanced away for four by Amir Sohail. Prashant straying, and that's 4 runs. 7 for no wicket.
Well, this is the danger when you're bowling to a field like that. You cannot afford to err in line or length. And the moment he pitched on leg stump, Sohail quick to pounce on it. Man at fine leg, is it leg slip? So there's no fine leg, so the moment he got some bat on it, it was 4 runs all the way. So 7 for no wicket, Pakistan.
Amir Sohail facing. And he's gotten away down to fine leg. There's no fielder there, and it's going to be 4 runs. The point was that Ravi was trying to make, that with that field, you've got to bowl to it, so that's 4 more.
Very little margin for error when you're bowling to a field like this. You've got to be bowling off stump, outside off stump. You cannot afford to bowl to a player of his ability and quality anything on leg stump, especially when you don't have a fine leg as the Indians have here. And this is easy picking for Amir Sohail.
Prashant now bowling to Saeed Anwar. And that's going to be 4 runs. What a lovely shot, bisecting mid-off and cover. 4 runs.
Well, he's at his best when he plays shots like that. Saeed Anwar in front of the wicket. Here, this one. Glorious cover drive. He was given a little bit of width outside that off stump. He ended up hitting it on the up. It was in the air for a while, but bisected that gap beautifully. Really, this man looking dangerous now.
Saeed Anwar reaches his 3,000 runs in one-day cricket with that blistering 4. And that's up in the air, and he's possibly dropped. We'll have to wait for the replay. It might have dropped in front of him, but it was up in the air.
Well, that was a catch. Ajay Jadeja is one of the better fielders in the Indian team. He would have been disappointed at not holding on to that one. Again, looking to hit on the up, getting the thickish outside edge, and the ball falling in front of Jadeja, but he's known to take catches like that.
Good shot, beats mid-on, that's 4. Very well played. Amir Sohail cutting loose here in SHARJAH. That's his 3rd boundary. His score moves on to 18.
Well, that's a beautiful shot. This is such a good wicket to bat on. There's very little happening for the bowlers. The bowlers have to bowl a good line and length. If they are not accurate, they pitch it a little bit further up, and they will get punished. Prashant White, they're finding that international cricket is hard.
Good short is played away well on the onside. That's a very good shot. Amir Sohail whipping that one off his hip. It wasn't really that short. It's a beautifully executed shot, this one.
Well, it just goes to show how good this wicket is. The ball's coming on nicely and at an even height. It is not, as you said, short enough. But Amir Sohail has just pivoted onto the back foot and hit it in front of square. That's a very good shot.
Yes, that reminds me of 1 or 2 of the shots that Jayasuriya played in that fastest 50 ever scored. Have a look at this. He just whips that one away. It only just bounced above the middle stump height. Oh, that's well played. Now that's that straight shot I was talking about. Running away down towards the fence. And they won't get it. Very good shot. He didn't try and blast that through the offside. Caressed it. Pakistan 52 without loss. So there's that Beautiful straight drive down to the fence. The ball bobbling across this outfield was hit just firmly enough to roll into the fence. Oh, he smashed that one through the offside. This is an aggressive Syed Anwar. That's his third boundary, an important one psychologically against the leg spin of Kumli.
Well, he loves this pitch over here in Sharjah. He scored very, very consistently. In fact, if I remember rightly, in one tournament he had 3 centuries here at Sharjah.
Down the wicket he goes, smash! All the way to the fence. Charged him. Bold move this was, which worked.
Well, Syed Anwar obviously doesn't think too much of Prashant Vaidya or his pace, and he's gone down the wicket to him just like a batsman would go to a spinner. And in spite of him going down the wicket a fair distance, Prashant Vaidya has not tried to bowl it short. He's bowled it right in the slot, and it was Amir Sohail who had to take evasive action.
Thank you, Tony. And that could be the first 6, or is it a 4? We'll have to wait for the signal from the fielder. It's a 4.
Well, Syed Anwar now looking to cut loose. Yeah, this is one of his favourite shots, picked up from outside the off stump, hit over deep mid-wicket. Ball landing just inside the fence and then crossing over.
It's bowled in. Middle stump's knocked right out of the ground, and Pakistan have lost their first wicket, and there's the Indian support suddenly coming to life.
Well, just what the doctor ordered for the Indians. Syed Anwar playing with the bat away from his body, trying to hit it on the up. Ball sneaking through between bat and pad here as he looks to play across the line, and he has his middle stump knocked back.
There's the wicket through the gap, and the middle stump goes cartwheeling through the air. And what a wonderful sight for the Indian supporters and for Vaidya. He's stuck to his task and he's bowled well.
Well, bowled neck and crop there, Syed Anwar. This delivery, Syed Anwar trying to hit on the up, the ball sneaking through between bat and pad, and look at that middle stump. It's gone for a walk. Very experienced player, Ramesh Raja, 175 matches. Scored over 5,000 runs in one-day cricket, an impressive average of 33.50, 29 50s and 900s. A career best of 119 against New Zealand.
And that's down to the third man boundary, 4 runs. The 5th 4 for Amir Sohail.
Well, this seems to be a quite deliberate shot from Amir Sohail. It was angled outside off stump. And Amir Sohail waited on it, you see here, and then opens the face of his blade at the very last minute. And the man at third man is square, and he had no chance of stopping this ball. So, good cricket by Sohail.
Very delicately played. There's no first slip, so a perfectly safe shot to play.
It's in the air and very nicely played. It's picked the gap well. Will it be cut off? No, it won't. Well, that was very, very well played. That's his first boundary. Just gave it a little bit of room to try and beat the mid-off fieldsman, and he succeeded.
Yes, and I think the key to that was not only just his timing, but the placement as well. And Ramesh Raja coming down the wicket, finding that gap, and seeing that there is a field deep but straightish mid-off, picking up the gap and just beating there. They did get a hand to it, but unfortunately for the Indian side, didn't manage to stop.
That's nicely played away again, just a little bit short. Cut away down towards third man. He'll get there too. Oh, he said it was quite a lush outfield, but the ball certainly carried to the fence all right. If it hit into the gap, it goes all the way.
Yes, and I think here we will see that Amir Sohail giving himself room and cutting Raju, beating the inside fielder. And as you mentioned, although the ground is pretty lush and heavy, but the ball is traveling. That's one of the good things that the rain has done onto this ground to defend that score.
Well, that brings up his half century. That's very well played. Amir Sohail, 50 of 63 balls. And he really has got himself set here. He's making a good fist of his role as captain in terms of his own performances. Very often when you're captain, the batting or bowling falls off a little bit, but Amir Sohail is taking these responsibilities well. Oh, there's a mix-up. Yeah, this is all over. He's got him. And it's run out. Well, at last, the Indians have put one together in the field. That was a suicidal run. Ramesh pushed it away on the offside, said yes. His partner said no straight away, and he had no chance.
Yes, I think that was a suicidal run. There's no doubt about it. And I'm sure we'll see in the replay that Ramesh, instead of just playing it with a soft hand, pushed it a little bit harder. Amir started going, and there is not even in the frame.
Well, a very important wicket, that one. Ramesh out, run out. 17 of 33, the score 115 for 2. So Salim Malik is the new batsman. 115 for 2. Just over 23 overs have been bowled. Have a look at that record. He's got a lot of experience, 224 matches, and he's averaging about 34. Oh, and he's hit that one behind square, off the mark straight away.
And here we are seeing the run out of Ramesh Raja. Not even in the picture. And Ramesh, I think, was just with a nod of head, went for it, and I think Amir Sohail was pretty quick in saying no.
Oh, he loves that sweep shot. That's beautifully played. Smashed it away on the leg side. That was pitched just outside off stump. He played it beautifully all the way along the ground.
Yes, not only he timed it to perfection, but also the placement was excellent. There he is, taking it outside the off stump and sweeping it wide of the fielder, fielding a fine leg. Perfect timing, perfect position.
Malik now, the batsman on strike. Again, sweeping it fine this time. This is cleverly played by Salim Malik. He has been sweeping the ball square, but this time going for the little paddle shot.
Yes, as you said, Salim Malik is Pakistan's most experienced player. And in the previous over from Raju, we saw him employ the sweep, the full-blooded sweep.
And this time played beautifully by Amir Sohail, waiting on it, playing it late, getting the placement right. 4 runs backward a point. 148 for 2 Pakistan.
Well, once again making a little bit of room, and this time Tendulkar fell into that trap. Didn't follow the batsman, which meant that he had the width. And of course, this wicket is a very good wicket to bat on. There's even bounce. So Sohail getting another boundary.
So 63 to Amir Sohail. He's been there from the very beginning. Salim Malik quickly getting into the act. He's on 19. Another single. Malik will have to hurry. This could be close. In fact, the umpire not calling for the third umpire. Lifting up his finger. So that's magnificent fielding again from Mohammad Azharuddin. So second run out for Pakistan. They lose their third wicket. 156 runs on the board.
Well, if there is one man in the Indian team who really practices throwing at the stumps every single practice day, it is Mohammad Azharuddin. And now you see why. Because he is one of the rare Indian fielders to be able to hit the stumps. And the umpire really had not much of a decision to make. Malik was run out by a fair distance, and Pakistan are 156 for 3.
As in Zamam takes strike to the Indian captain. So this is the time that the Indians can put pressure on the Pakistan batsman. They've got a new man in. And beautifully played off his toes by Inzamam ul Haq. 4 runs the moment it left the bat. Lovely piece of timing. That shot had a lot of class in it.
Well, Mohammad Azharuddin keeping himself on, perhaps hoping that Inzamam ul Haq would take a little time to settle down, but Inzamam ul is a class act, and he's got it away for a boundary. Nice shot that.
And square driven this time for another boundary. So the big man getting into the act. Another beautiful shot. Square of the wicket on the offside.
Well, the Indian captain certainly making it easy for confidence. Every batsman to the wicket, when he's new to the wicket, takes his own time to settle down. And if you're confronted with a top bowler, it takes it even longer. But he's facing part-time bowlers.
A loud shout for a catch, and he's gone. So against the run of play, Tendulkar picking up the wicket of Inzamam ul Haq as he tries to cut it on the offside. So the Indians coming right back into the game. 4 wickets gone for Pakistan, 167 runs on the board.
Well, there you are, Tendulkar getting Inzamam, putting a little bit more shoulder in that delivery, and the ball hurrying on, beating Inzamam's attempted cut, and that's the 4th wicket gone for 167. It's a very valuable wicket for India.
So 2 quick wickets bringing the Indians right back into the game as Ijaz Ahmed is the new man in at the fall of Inzamam ul Haq's wicket. Experienced player, over 100 matches.
And that's going to be 4 runs past the outstretched hand of Mungia, the keeper. 4 runs is 8-4, and the 200 for Pakistan.
Well, just drifting towards leg stump, and Amir Sohail getting a very faint tickle here. See, leg glancing it, and then Mungia throwing himself to his right, unable to gather the ball. 4 runs for Sohail.
And that's a big hit. It's high in the air, and it could be a 6. We'll have to wait. Yes, it is a 6. It went soaring towards the boundary line, and that's 6 to Ijaz.
Well, this is 6 of the very best. An inside-out shout here from Ijaz Ahmed. Timing it beautifully and hitting it high over extra cover. Over the line for 6. So big blow that for Pakistan.
Played away on the offside, that's it. Well played, Amir Sohail. Tremendous performance. The Pakistan captain has made a century in SHARJAH. And what's more, he's played superbly. Got him, and cotton ball. Well, he's trying to back away and smash it on the offside. Well bowled. Kumbli just following him there, and it was hit straight back at him. There's no way in the world Kumbli was going to drop that one.
Well, certainly not. Kumbli doing the right thing by going round the wicket to the left-hander and following him, cramping the movement of his arms, not allowing him a free hit. And the cramping of the arms resulted in Amir Sohail hitting the ball straight back to Kumbli. A fine innings has come to an end. A captain's innings by Amir Sohail. Pakistan 235 for 5.
So Rashid Latif is the new batsman. Well, that's in the air. It's either over the top or it's going to be caught. It's a big hit. It's gone all the way. That's what they needed. That is beautifully struck. Straight down to the ground, over the top of the middle fieldsman's head and into the crowd.
Oh yes, Srinath trying to bowl a slightly slower delivery, but Rashid Latif had made up his mind that he was really going to have a whack at it. That's what he's done. He's timed it to perfection, and the ball's gone over extra cover.
Oh, and was there a little bit of bat on that one? I think there probably was. It's gone running down towards of the boundary. We'll just keep an eye on the umpire here. Back they come. This could be out. Yes, he's got him. No, he hasn't. What did he do? Well, that was a terrible blunder. Tendulkar on the wrong side of the stumps for a start and wasn't able to gather and get the bails off. This is good thinking. Sidhu threw it down the other end.
Yes, he knew that Ijaz was the one who had called for the third run, and Tendulkar actually fumbling with that. He was in two minds whether the ball would hit the stumps directly or not.
Can they finish off with a big one? The crowd chanting for a six. Up go those little signs they've got out there. Latif on strike. Straight back to Tendulkar. Gets a hand on it, chasing it. They're going to settle for one. Well, 9 runs off that over, and that is the end of the Pakistan innings. 50 overs have been bowled, and Pakistan have taken their score to 271 for 5.
Well, there you are, Amir Sohail playing a captain's innings of 105. He had a rollicking opening partnership with Saeed Anwar, and then Ramiz Raja and Salim Malik were run out. They got a start, couldn't capitalize, but towards the end, once again, Ijaz Ahmad coming good with an innings of 43, and Rashid Latif hitting lustily for 21. So Pakistan ending up with 271 for 5. They might be a little disappointed with that score because they're looking at 300, but the Indians came back very well thanks to some fine bowling there by Anil Kumble and Sachin Tendulkar. Mohammad Azharuddin also tried his hand at bowling, but it was really Kumble and Tendulkar who put the brakes on the Pakistanis. So 271 is what the Pakistanis have scored. India begin their innings very shortly. We shall see them after the break and see if Mohammad Azharuddin's decision of fielding first works out in their favour.
So, Robbie, 5.44. What do you reckon?
Well, it's not going to be easy for India, Tony. I reckon that this game could well be settled in the first 15 overs because India will have to set themselves a target when the ball is new and hard and coming onto the bat. That's the time where they have to try and score as many runs as possible because once the ball gets older, a little softer, it really isn't going to come onto the bat. Timing is going to become difficult. So really they need this opening pair to fire for them.
Jadeja on strike at the moment, and that one really goes swinging away outside off stump. Wide signal straight away. Well, that's the first one I've really seen move.
That's right, Tony. It was signalled wide, but I think Rashid Latif, Inzamam ul Haq and Mushtaq Ahmad won't mind it. The close-in catches. Look at this ball move. Pitches and goes a long way, and Latif really has to throw himself to his right to come up with the ball.
And again, in the air, but way through the gap, running away to the fence for 4. Beautifully played. Well, so far so good as far as the plan's concerned. That's the first one he could reach, and he smashed it.
Well, this really is a beautiful shot from Jadeja. Got his front foot right out there to the pitch of the ball and just leaned into that shot. Stroked it through the offside. 4 runs, moment it left the bat. Lovely timing.
Talk about atmosphere, very difficult to hear up in this stand at the moment. Caressed to the offside. Oh, he's got him! He's out! Tendulkar's out! Caught an extra cover! That is a wide ball. Tendulkar's gone after that wide delivery. It hit the bottom of the bat. It was a little lollipop catch.
Well, the Pakistanis cannot believe their luck. This was a wide ball from Aqib Javed. And Tendulkar going after it, getting it right on the toe of the bat, and a simple catch to the man at cover, Saeed Anwar. Delighted Pakistan contingent, India 8 for 1.
So Navjot Singh Sidhu in to replace Tendulkar. Sensation here in the Pepsi SHARJAH Cup. Little Sachin Tendulkar out.
Well, this is how he went, throwing his bat at a wide delivery from Aqib Javed, getting it right at the bottom, and Saeed Anwar delighted.
Oh, play. That's a beautiful shot. That's That's right off the meat of the bat. He wasn't trying to hit that too hard either. Lovely timing.
Very similar to the shot Ajay Jadeja played in the first over to Waqar Yunus. Again, a little bit of width for Navjot Sidhu. Put right out there to the pitch of the ball, and just timing it beautifully through the covers.
In the air and way over the top. Well, it was so fast. I just got the feeling that the slip was a little late. It certainly would have been a fantastic catch. That's the second boundary. They just have snicked his fingers.
Well, Mushtaq Ahmed is at second slip, Inzamam at first. Had Inzamam been at second slip, he might just have caught this one as Sidhu flashes at this outside the off-stump guess.
And that's going to be another 4. Beautiful shot there by Sidhu through the extra cover boundary, and in spite of the loss of Tendulkar's wicket, India really fighting back, and this can be termed a good start. 37 for 1.
Yes, they're certainly very positive. Normally when a team loses its top batsman, there is an element of despair, there's an element of doubt in their batting, a little hesitancy, a little tentativeness. But Jadeja and now Sidhu showing that they are in a very positive frame of mind. That's a cracking good shot.
And that's a beautiful shot, 4 runs. Oh, what a glorious shot there through the covers, matching Sidhu all the way, and it's 4 runs.
Yes, you use the correct word. It's a glorious shot, if Sidhu hit one of Waqar Yunus, which was on the up, this was a regulation half volley, but even half volleys have to be put away. They've got to be hit hard, all right, but they've got to be placed between the fielders as well. And Waqar trying to bowl that Yorker, not quite getting it right. It's a half volley which Jadeja has taken full toll of.
And after 7 overs, Pakistan the 31 for no wicket, India 44 for 1. That's a lovely shot through mid-wicket, and they go through for 2.
It's a very good wicket to bat on. Ball's coming at a nice easy pace, coming at an even bounce.
And that could be close if it's a direct hit, and the ball misses the stumps. Had it hit, it would have been trouble all the way for Jadeja.
Well, one of the reasons why Ajay Jadeja is trying to get to the striker's end is not only because he's batting so well, and when batsmen are batting well, they want to be in the middle of the action, be at the receiving end at all times, but also because the fielders for Waqar are on the edge, so they have a fair ground to cover before they come in to stop the quick single. And it would have been curtains for Jadeja if it had been a direct hit.
And that's a lovely shot. It's going to be 4 runs possibly. No, it will be cut off just inside the boundary line. Waqar Yunus running around there, and 2 more to Jadeja.
Ajay Jadeja picking it up very well. Aqib Javed is now getting the ball to get back into the batsman rather than leave the batsman. And Ajay Jadeja is using that incoming delivery, which is being directed at his legs to help it along for runs.
He backs away, smashed that one. That's a very good shot. Well, Jadeja there decided the time had come for another boundary. He moved his feet before the ball had left the bowler's hand. Backwards it was, and have a look at this.
That's right. He got into position before the ball was delivered, and he knew where he was going to hit it. And the ball was right in the slot for him, and there we'll see the full flow of the bat. He didn't even have to run. He didn't even move after hitting that ball, because he knew that he had hit it well. He had hit it at the right place where he wanted to hit it. 4 runs.
Down the wicket he goes, and this is going to go all the way, is it? Yes, it is. Way over the top. That's well played. Ajay Jadeja is cutting loose.
Well, the field placing was perfect, there's no doubt about it. The fielder was there, but the only thing is that Sidhu hit it so well that, Jadeja hit it so well. He timed it to perfection. And there it is coming down the wicket, picking the ball over the boundary for 6 runs. Magnificent shot.
Down he goes again, it's in the air, this is going to be out, one's too often, got him, yes! That's the end of SHARJAH. Went for the big 6, got it, decided to try and do the same again. Got a top edge, good bowling by Lane. He does get that ball to spin on, and that's what happened that time. It ended up going straight up in the air.
And there it is, the replay. Jadeja going for the same shot, and this time Saeed Anwar taking a comfortable catch.
Well, he had to go for it. That's what he was sent out there to do. However, he's out. 76 for 2. So Mohammad Azharuddin is the new batsman. 76 for 2. He's got a big challenge ahead of him here now. He needs some runs as well.
And this is why Azharuddin is here. Jadeja there, not really getting on top of the ball as he did the previous one when he middled it and hit it for his 6. Here getting the outside edge. Excellent bowling by Lane, because he wasn't hesitant at all in giving that ball plenty of air and beating the batsman in the air. And you can see the joy on Amir Sohail and Rashid Latif, on Saeed Anwar and Rashid Latif.
Yes, you can see there that straight away he knew he was in trouble. He tried to hit it away on the onside, didn't quite get it right. The ball went high in there. It wasn't an easy catch, actually. He swirled around a little bit there, and you can see he had to adjust at the end, Saeed Anwar, and eventually made the catch. Just to give you some idea of exactly what's required, 196 more runs from 37.4 overs. So that's what that equates to. They need to score 5.2 runs per over. It's into the gap, but that area is covered. They could have come back for the second there. It was a bit lazy, that first run. They've really got to run them quite fast. You never know. The outfield's been under a little bit of pressure.
Down the wicket he comes, and he could be out, caught, and he's gone. Caught at long off by Akif, and the 3rd wicket is down, and the Pakistan supporters on their feet. Azhar coming down the wicket, and he played straight down the gullet there of the fielder.
Wrong choice of the shot to play. Azharuddin has just come into bat. He really isn't well set. The ball turning away from him. There is a fielder at long off, and it's a simple catch to Aqib Javed. He doesn't miss those, and India have lost their captain. 89 for 3.
Rahul Dravid in at 89 for 3. The youngster of promise, played 3 matches so far, 3 innings, only 7 runs.
And this is good bowling by Mushtaq, inviting Mohammad Azharuddin to play the shot. Up in the air, Aqib Javed taking a very, very simple catch. And the Indian captain perhaps falling a victim to the Rob factor, rush of blood. And he's out back in the pavilion and perhaps ruining the shot he's played.
So it's Dravid facing Mushtaq, goes on to the back foot, gives himself room and plays it through the covers. Misfielding by Inzamam, and that will give Dravid 2 and a great deal of confidence as well, as he is off the mark. 91 for 3. So 18 overs gone, and 91 for 3. This match by no means over. Lane now bowling to Sidhu. And it's up in the air, and he's out, caught and bowled. Sidhu plays it straight back to the bowler. 91 for 4. And now India in considerable trouble. Look at the expression of Lane, and he deserves it. He is absolutely delighted. So is the crowd.
Once again, very, very well bowled here by the young man. He gets that ball to float away from the right-hander. He pitches it on the middle and off. making the batsman feel that he will be able to play it with the turn. The ball doesn't turn, comes on straight. It's a leading edge, a simple catch to him. India 91 for 4.
So Sanjay Manjrekar filling the breach, and he must now have a lot of pressure on him, a lot of responsibility, looking anxious, looking tense. There's an appeal for a caught behind, and he's gone. So Dravid is out. The wicket has fallen. 95 for 5. Mushtaq breaks through again.
Well, Mushtaq really has been bowling well. He's been bowling more of his leg spinners than the wrong ones. This is a very well tossed up ball. And Rahul Dravid thinking he hadn't played it. But the Pakistanis have absolutely no doubt, just as the umpire had no doubt, India are 95 for 5.
Deafening roar now all around the ground. Obviously the Pakistan supporters sensing that Pakistan have a stranglehold on this game, but one-day game is never over until the last ball is bowled. Mungia, the new man in. That's going to be a possible 6. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. It is a 6. Magnificent shot there by Mungia.
Well, with the singles being blocked by the close-in field, Mongia has decided to go for the big one. And he's hit it high and straight. You cannot place a fielder for that kind of a shot. Very well struck.
And that brought the 100 up for India, 105 for 5.
Oh, that's out. Yes, got him. Well, I thought there was a double noise there. It may well have been bat against pad. That's brought a smile to Mushtaq's face, but a very, very serious umpire Kitchen.
Well, Mervyn Kitchen here not interested. A googly from Mushtaq coming back in. A loud shout for a catch there. Very difficult to say from here whether the ball actually hit the glove or the shoulder of the bat on the way to the fielder's close in.
Oh, he's hit that one straight down the ground. Well, that makes it really bad, because you reckon you've got a wicket, then it gets stretched away for 4. The Pakistani is not very happy. I must say, it was a unified appeal. Having said that, I think we've made the point before that these days you really don't want to take too much notice of the appeals, because they appeal for almost everything. Definitely that's one shot they should play a lot, the sweep shot. That one's been looked away, and that'll get to the fence for 4. That is actually a full toss on leg stump, and it would have been easy just to knock it down the ground and concede 1 to mid-on. That sweep shot, I think, probably has got to be played on a regular basis now. Iftikhar Ahmed is going to take up the commentary now. He's going to be with Ravi Shastri. India move on to 156 for 5.
Thanks very much, Tony. The first delivery of Malik's over has been swung away on the onside by Sanjay Manjrekar for a boundary that India desperately need at this stage.
Manjrekar facing Malik. That ball is short, and it's going to be 6. It is over mid-wicket. A rank long hop, and Manjrekar positioned himself beautifully, and it's gone for 6. And joining us in the commentary box is Sunil Gavaskar to talk about that shot.
Well, he'd earlier hit a similar delivery for a boundary. This time he's timed it very well. Pressure once again building up on the Indians.
Manjrekar on 49 gets a full toss, and he plays it square of the wicket. Mushtaq running round there, picks it up, returns. Manjrekar goes back for the second, and that's his 50. A superb innings for Manjrekar. What a wonderful knock. Brings a great deal of cheer and heart to the Indian supporters. A fine knock. So far only 3 runs have come, and 82 required of 55 balls. And that's a lovely shot. Could be 4 runs. The fielder does cut it off just inside the boundary line, which is Ataur Rahman. They're calling for the third umpire to...
Well, that's very well struck again. Straight over the bowler's head. Yes, I think it's a boundary. He has stopped it with 1 foot over the ropes.
And that should be a 4, and it is.
It's nicely played. They'll get 2 there. And that brings up his half century. And what's more, that's his first 50 in one-day internationals. Well played.
Yes, indeed. He's played very well. He's given Manjrekar just the kind of support that he needed. In fact, there was a stage when he actually outscored Manjrekar.
Down the wicket, and he's had a go at that one. This might go for 4. That's a good shot. Well played. Well, that half century may just give him the sort of confidence he needs. That is a lovely shot.
Yes, it really should be a milestone for Nayan Mongia, not the end of the journey.
Got him, straight to mid-wicket. That's the one they wanted. Manjrekar on 59. Trying to stretch that one away on the onside. Got underneath it, not quite enough though. And he hit it straight to mid-wicket.
Well, he's played a fine innings for his team, Sanjay Manjrekar, just standing up a little bit, trying to hit it over the infielder and not quite getting hold of it. The ball hitting the inside edge. Simple catch to Saeed Anwar. Manjrekar is out for 59. India 211 for 6.
So the right-handed batsman, Javagal Srinath. He's big and strapping and strong. If he gets hold of a few, he may just be able to turn this around. In the air, out. Oh, he's dropped him. And there's a run out here. Yes, he's got him out, run out. I reckon he's gone. We're wasting our time going for the replay here. Well, what an escape. An absolute dolly catch drop. Amir Sohail, the captain, putting it down in his excitement. He then started to charge towards the stumps, realised he wasn't going to make it, and then had a little underarm.
Still failed to understand why Srinath went for the run. The ball was straight up. Although Amir Sohail had dropped it, the ball was not going to go anywhere. And it was really a poor show by Javagal Srinath. He was probably trying to give Mongia the strike, but there really was no run in it. He is short of the crease, and India has lost another wicket. 212 for 7.
Anil Kumble is the new batsman. 212 for 7 now. They need 271. Mongia has a go at him. It's gone over the top. No, it'll be out. Got it. Oh, dropped him. Well, Saeed Anwar. It seems that the ball is chasing the opening batsman. He looked as if he had it covered there for a while.
Yes, it's an awkward catch to take. You've got to keep your eye on the ball all the time, of course.
219 for 7. Kumble on strike. Oh, and he has a go at that one way outside off stump it was. It spun away even further. Looking for the wide he is, and I think he's not going to waste any time. There's actually no point. He's going to try and smash him out of the ground. And get ready down by the sight screen, I think. He'll either hit it high in the air, or he may just get over the top. He's had a go at it. Got it away to square leg. This will be out. Got him. Yes, got him. Out court. I tell you what, he actually hit that one pretty well. Smashed it away down towards square leg. And I think that was Atal Ar-Rahman who caught that one. He's the substitute fieldsman out there.
Well, Anil Kumble has to go for it. The Indian batsmen have to go for it now. They have to get as many runs on the board, although they know that they might not get a victory, considering that they have to look at the run rate to qualify for the finals. They have got to go for it. In that attempt, Kumble is gone. India 219 for 8.
Well, the one ball has been bowled so far, and Mongia has hit it straight over the top of the bowler's head for 4 in this over. Oh, bowled him! That's very well bowled. Waqar Younis getting that one right on target, swinging into the right-hander, and down went the stumps.
Well, that is the famous Waqar Younis Yorker, the one that swings into the right-hander. And this is a great delivery for tail-enders. He gets it right on the spot, knocking back the off-stump. Too good a delivery for the number 10 batsman, Prashant Vaidya, and India 229 for 9.
Venkatapathi Raju, not the greatest of all time, but we'll get behind it, according to my co-commentator. Get right in behind it and grin and bear it. 43 of 18, they've got to go. Whack! Straight past the bowler, that'll get down to the fence, and it'll be 4. Well, it just needs an over of 3 of those and 3 sixes. All of a sudden, things change. Just not too sure, though, that Mongia's got the strength to get him over the fence.
He certainly has got the spirit, because he's not going to give up without a fight. He's going to go after Mushtaq and try and get as many as possible.
Bowled him, that's the end of that. Well bowled. Mushtaq getting his career best figures. 4 for 47 off 9.2 overs. That's very well bowled by him, and in fact, a very good performance this by the Pakistanis. Sent in to bat first. They've really done it pretty well.
Yes, they have, and this is how the Indian innings finished. And Mongia trying to make a little bit of room and try and hit it over the top of cover, missing it completely, misreading it as well. Mushtaq getting that googly to go through, and India all out for 233 in reply to Pakistan's 271 for 5. And there you see the Indian card. Good effort there from Jadeja, but India never really recovered after that early loss of Sachin Tendulkar. Navjot Singh Sidhu and Jadeja played some great shots. Azharuddin failing once again. Rahul Dravid not making much of an impression, and it was left to Sanjay Manjrekar and Nayan Mongia to put up a spirited partnership, bat sensibly, and take India close to the target that the Pakistanis had set. The Pakistani bowling, every bowler had impressive figures. Waqar coming back very well to get those wickets after the initial hammering he got, but once again the 2 spinners, Saklain and Mushtaq Ahmed, being the pick of the bowlers. Mushtaq in fact finishing with figures of 4 for 47. Splendid bowling that, and the Pakistanis fielded well. They had the odd drop catch, but they were really in it